Okay, everybody. Hi, it's Rebecca with Red True Crime. Doing this again, going live on 3 platforms at the same time. So no matter if you're on TikTok, if you're on Facebook, or if you're on YouTube, you got me. So if you saw in the description, I'll be talking more about the Karmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf situation. Give me 1 second here. Okay. So as time has gone on with this case, we have got more and more people commenting on it. Podcasters like me, everybody has an opinion on this. It's going to be, in my opinion, one of the most controversial, if not politically charged cases out there. And we're gonna be talking about it for a while, an absolute while. Because again, it comes down to the basic fact of, was it self-defense? Was it crazy murder? Was it a kid who went too far, didn't intend, but just went too far? These are the questions we have at the moment. And what are those answers? We don't know. So let's delve into this a little bit. This happened approximately 4 days ago. The story was, it was hot as heck. It's Texas. The school that Austin Metcalf belonged to had a tent on the field, and they were under there getting shade. And Karmelo Anthony decided to go under that shade as well. And the students said to him, "You don't belong here. This is not your school. This is not your school tent. Go where you came from." Where things did not go well from there. There's words saying, "Put your hands on me. Let me show you what kind of person I am. Don't talk to me. Don't touch me." All this is being said back and forth. But at what point did it upgrade to him grabbing a knife and killing this kid? That is the question. Now, no video has come out about this. Like, no live video from there that day, that moment has come out. And I know there has to be video. I mean, some people have commented on social media saying, "Hey, there's video, I've seen it." Okay. I don't know if it's a wise idea for the police to put that out there right now, if they do in fact have it. I'm sure they've already seized everything that they possibly could for this case. So releasing that video footage could inflame everything. It could make everything just go off like an explosion. They keep showing pictures of Austin and his twin brother in camping gear and hunting gear, trying to perpetuate this southern, possibly racist young man. I don't know if that's the narrative we're going with, but I think that's what they're trying to put out there. And then, they keep talking about what a good person, Karmelo Anthony is. He's a straight A student. He worked 2 jobs. He was devout to the church. All these things. Okay, that could very well be true. And people like that commit murder sometimes. Was it intentional murder? Was it reckless behavior? Who knows? I don't know, because I wasn't there. And a lot of people were not there. They just weren't. So until we see that video footage, or until the authorities want to release that to the public for general consumption, we are left here speculating as to what actually happened on that field. And I'm seeing a lot of people who are siding with Karmelo Anthony. I'm seeing a lot of people who are siding with Austin Metcalf and his family. And I see both sides of this. I really do. But for anyone to try and turn this into a racial issue, I think that is very premature. And until you get all the facts, I would hold off commenting who's at fault here. We do know, and this is not disputed at all, Karmelo Anthony did in fact take a knife out of his bag and stab Austin Metcalf with it. He's not even denying that. He said, "I'm not alleged, I did it." Did this to 3 different police officers. So it is recorded. It is part of the record. So there's no denying that. The question is, was it self-defense, or was it manslaughter or murder? That is what we as the public would like to figure out. But again, we're not detectives. We're not investigative reporters. We're not, police. We're not any of these people. And we're not any of the people who were present when it went down. But here are questions I have. They said that Karmelo Anthony was being bullied. Okay. These kids didn't even go to the same school. So how is that possible? They would need to explain that to me. The other thing is the one person who reported on this on YouTube earlier today said, oh, it was raining, so you went under the tent for rain. Okay, how is it burning hot, 1 billion degrees, and raining? That doesn't make sense. And the other thing was, then there's a story that Karmelo Anthony had permission from one of the coaches to go over there under that tent and see a friend of his and talk to them. But that's only been said by one person. So if that's the case, that should have come out as to why he was under there. Again, at the same time, though, these kids, I think, overreacted on both sides. So what, you got a kid that's not from your school that's under your tent. All right, be hospitable. Don't start something when there don't need to be nothing going on. There's that, And then there's also the other fact, like, dude, slow your roll. Stop grabbing knives and stabbing people. There's that too. So until video comes out, until a credible source as to what the play-by-play was that led from altercation to death, we have to be careful as how we judge that boy and the boy that is dead. Meaning we probably shouldn't judge either at this moment until more evidence, more facts come out. Because at the end of the day, they're just kids. And one made a horrible decision. Now, whether it was a planned murder or something out of the heat of the moment, that we don't know. And only the justice system can tell us that. And like I said before, no matter what happens here, both families lost. The Metcalfs lost Austin, and the Anthonys are going to lose Karmelo. I do not believe, even if they were able to prove self-defense, I do not believe that boy will get away without doing any time. I don't believe that. I do believe he will get some time. I think the minimum of what he's looking at is like 5 years. Does he deserve to go to jail? It's not for me to decide. It's not. I have my opinions as to what I think happened, but I'm going to keep that to myself. But at the end of the day, both families are suffering here. Asking questions, not getting anything answered, because no one can answer them. The Metcalfs have gone out of their way to forgive Karmelo Anthony and, show sympathy to his family, which I think is incredibly gracious of them because their child's the one that's dead. And then I think both families are handling it as best as they can. Now, I will say this. So many people are quick to just throw these parents under the bus too. Oh, they should have raised him better, or they should have raised that kid not to be a bully, or whatever. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Again, we don't know. Goes back to my original statement. We do not know what happened on that track. We don't know. Under that tent, we don't know. So until that evidence comes out, there's nothing we can do. Nothing we can do. Nothing we can decide, nothing we can say. Because nothing has been proven. So, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions. I'd love to hear them. If you already haven't joined the channel, please subscribe, share, like, comment. Helps get this information out there to other people who may find it compelling. And be weird, be rude, be safe. Because when you're weird and rude, they will not take you. I guarantee it. But again, this is Rebecca with Red True Crime. I'm going to hop off here. I've just seen so much on the media today, and I was just like, this is crazy. But actually, I'm going to leave what... no, I'm going to say that for another thing. But, yeah. I'm going to hop off here, guys. Enjoy your Sunday. Again, thank you for tuning in. And subscribe, share, like, comment, all the good stuff. Doesn't cost anything. And it just puts the information out there for other people to see it. Because I not only talk about current cases, I talk about old cases. I talk about missing people cases. I talk about all kinds of cases. And somebody might see something one day and say, hey, I know something about that case. And could get something solved. You never know. So everybody have a good day. Thank you again. Bye.